Well, it's official. The Lakers have a 50-win season for the first time in half a decade, dating all the way back to their 2019-2020 NBA championship year. And even with one game left to go, they have locked up the third seed. They will be a top 3 seed for the first time in half a decade as well. Now we don't know their playoff matchup in round 1 quite yet. As it stands right now, it will be Golden State, but could potentially be Minnesota. We will have to wait to find that one out officially. But apart from that, and going back to this game tonight, they were playing an undermanned Houston Rockets team who really had nothing to play for. But even in spite of that, I kind of had a hunch that they would play their main guys, or at least part of them. But surprisingly enough, they did not go that route. They sat out a majority of their rotation and the entirety of their starting lineup, apart from Jalen Green, who only played about 15 minutes. But apart from that, did sit a majority of their guys and kind of let the Lakers have this one, despite it potentially benefiting them to try and win this game and push them out of their seeding pool to potentially meet them later come playoff time. But they didn't go that route, again kind of shocking in my opinion, but the Lakers were able to win regardless and not take this game for granted, which was a very good thing to see. Now it did look a little bit shaky early on, with Cam Whitmore going off and the Lakers defense being a bit lackadaisical, but eventually they did lock in and played a good well-rounded game, especially from their big three. I mean, by halftime, Luka, LeBron, and Austin had 52 combined points, and even at that point, were not easing up on their opponent, definitely had their foot on the gas pedal. And by the end of it, Luka Doncic had 39, 8, and 7, not to mention on 13 of 19 from the field, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. Austin finishing with 23, 7, and 5, going 9 of 14 from the field, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. And then LeBron, despite only playing 22 minutes, ended with 14, 4, and 8, including 6 of 11 from the field and 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. But also with LeBron, something of a week off after that. So LeBron will get plenty of rest time, likely won't be hampered by it, but will be something to watch out for, and hopefully he didn't hurt anything too serious here. But then the final thing worth mentioning, yes, even against an inferior and undermanned Rockets team, the Lakers shot the lights out in this one, finishing with 53 of 86 from the field, 61.6%, and then from the 3-point line, 51.4%. Absolutely lights out. I mean, between Luka Doncic and Dorian Finney-Smith knocking down 11 3-point shots alone, then with Austin chipping in 3 more of them, Bronny hitting a late game 3-point shot, Dalton Connect hitting a late game 3-point shot, every member of their starting lineup shooting above 50% from the field, and definitely being a very accurate and well-rounded offensive game for their team. But with that being said, they have officially locked up the third seed and a 50-win season to go with it, so now we'll find out if they play Golden State or Minnesota in round 1, which will be interesting no matter what. And with that, I'll let you hear from the team tonight about their win tonight and how they can carry this over into the postseason for their team.
Luka, just how significant for you guys to lock up the 3 and kind of cement that spot with home court advantage first round at least?
Very important. It's going to be my first time having home court advantage, so I'm really excited about it. And that was our goal. Looking back maybe 5-6 games, our goal was to lock at the third seed.
You could argue your last stretch of games here has certainly been your best, just in terms of efficiency. And how are you feeling that at the same time, and how much kind of confidence does it give not just yourself but the team as you head into the postseason?
Yeah, big confidence. Especially getting back in my rhythm. It's important for me. It's important for the team. So I can do everything to help the team win.
Kind of on that note, over this last 3-4 game stretch, you're finishing at the rim or near the rim. Has the efficiency has gone up? Is that related to comfort? Like you kind of mentioned rhythm yourself. Physically, just where is that, improved efficiency coming from for you?
Yeah, I think just getting physically better. When I drive the ball, I think, like I said, it helps the team a lot. Sometimes around the rim I can score, but sometimes there's so many guys in the paint that I can create a lot of open shots. So that's what I need to keep doing.
Luka, I was wondering if you could talk about the lob chemistry you guys have on this team. It feels like everyone's just always ready, and you're kind of leading that charge. Can you just speak to that? Is it something you guys practice or prepare for or talk about, or is it just kind of you guys give each other the eyes and just get it?
Yeah, for me, I was always kind of, looking for lobs. Not for me to pass it, but We don't work on it. It's just kind of the feeling we have with each other on the court, and like I said, it's getting better.
Luka, you've packed a ton in a short amount of time since you came here. You even stayed an extra night in Dallas, did another appearance. It's been nonstop for you. How will this 9 days or so leading up to the start of the first round benefit you?
Big time, big time. I gotta get some rest, obviously, but the good part of the season is coming. So, gotta stay ready, gotta stay locked in, but for sure a little bit of rest is gonna be great for me.
Hey, Luka, Austin just said that he thinks that the Lakers could win a championship. You've obviously taken a team to the finals last season. What do you think is the Lakers' ceiling?
Yeah, obviously that's got to be our only goal, and that's our only goal. I think we have the team to do it. When everybody's locked in, we're a hard team to beat, so that's our goal.
Luka, you've obviously been playing with LeBron for the past couple of months, but this is going to be your first time together in the playoffs, and you've played with great players before, but he's arguably the greatest. How do you envision you two just fitting together in the playoffs, and just like what that could be like?
Yeah, like I say, it's going to be hard to stop us, but it's not just me and LeBron. We have a great team around us. Everybody helps us in so many ways, so if we want to win a championship, it's going to take all of us.
Luka, you've been on quite an emotional roller coaster over the last few months. How have you navigated that? And with this upcoming week off, like what kind of reflection do you intend to have before the playoffs start, and to keep kind of a balanced mindset going into the playoffs?
Oh yeah, it's been a roller coaster, but my emotions I deal with by playing basketball. It's the thing I love, and going to the playoffs, trying to win every game. That's it. Thanks, Luka. Thank you.
Let's head back to crypto. Lakers head coach JJ Redick speaking with the media.
JJ, did you get a bit of an ice bath?
Yes. And I just want to apologize to Kathy. Hopefully in the next 9 days, the $17,000 of damage to the carpet can get fixed. So it was about 8 ice buckets that was put on me. So, but I think it was just for our group, different versions of this team. For the guys that have been here all along, they went through every single peak and valley. I think even this third iteration of this team has gone through a bunch of peaks and valleys. I'm just incredibly proud of our team. It's an accomplishment to win 50 games in the regular season in any year. I think particularly in this year, in this Western Conference, it is, and it's a credit to our players. Each one at different points in time has contributed to winning. They've all participated in a winning culture. And our coaching staff, our performance staff, everybody down the line, so it's a great group to be a part of. We want to go win one more game, and we'll figure out Sunday who we play in the first round.
The way that kind of Luka played on the trip and then coming into today and the rhythm that he's in going into the playoffs, and just how significant do you think all of that is, considering the rest of your team and kind of how it's coalescing?
Yeah, I think it's great for Luka. All three of those guys, Bron, AR, and Luka, I think this last week and a half have really found a nice rhythm, not just individually, but within what we're trying to do, and playing together and using each other to create advantages. And we started working yesterday. We spent about 45 minutes this morning starting to just map out. We obviously don't know when we're going to play, but starting to map out next week. And it's going to be important over the next 8-9 days to stay in that rhythm, and we have to be smart about it. But there's still got to be some work next week. We want to prioritize rest and recovery, of course, but we got to also stay in that rhythm.
Speaking of recovery, LeBron checked out halfway through the third quarter, didn't return. We saw a wrap on his left side. Can you tell us something about how he's feeling?
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
But you Eagles fan?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I only root for winners. I only root for winners. The Eagles, Florida Gators. I'm just kidding.
Hey, JJ, entering into Media Day, your first season, you said this is going to take time. You guys clinched the 3rd seed. You just had multiple ice buckets poured on you. How would you say your first season went?
It's not done. And I spent all of 3.5 minutes on the flight back from Dallas just thinking about making the playoffs and thinking about the coaching profession. And I think as a coach, you're obviously judged on regular season wins and losses and your ability to get to the playoffs. But I think the other two things that you're really judged on are the way you're able to handle the pressure of the playoffs, the adjustments, the in-game stuff. There's still so much work that we have to do, myself, our staff. And then I think you're also judged on the culture you create and whether or not your players and everybody in the building like coming to work.